Anime dropped this year number 19, Kamikatsu, Working for God in a Godless World. 2 episodes watched, 3 out of 10. I honestly am not entirely sure how to talk about this one. It's such a mix of interesting ideas with horrible, horrible execution that I'm at a bit of a loss here. Let's first get out of the way that the production values here are pretty damn bad. First off, any of these strange beast monsters or animals are rendered in this CGI that consistently fails to blend in with the environment at all. It's one thing for it to be an artistic choice to render them that way. It's another thing to make them feel like they're just not part of the world at all and thus don't feel like we should pay them any mind. Considering the way the rest of the show turned out, I'm more inclined to believe that this is just a constraint they had to work with rather than an active choice. There are moments where there will be like 2 seconds of fluid or overly animated animation only for the characters to stop still afterwards. The distribution of animation feels off as a result. It would have looked better if that one moment of flourish wasn't there at all, as at least it would be consistent then. The lack of animation chops has an unfortunate side effect of making comedic timing hit or miss as well. They're also trying to make up for this by doing some pretty intense color work that brings scenes off kilter with both the usage of intense reds and unique music. That just leads to another problem, though, that this show swings wildly in its tone. You have these decently good moments where there is a suitable intensity being displayed, only for those to either come right off or go right into a moment that is exceptionally childish humor. Then there's the fan service, which feels just completely out of the blue and unneeded. It's one thing to do this when the character in question is being used to do a sexual joke, which happens several times, but it feels out of place to linger the frame on her breasts when she's asking an innocent question. It wasn't even like the main character was leering at that moment either. The show just decided to fill the screen with her chest just because. Oh, and then there's the whole lolly god thing, which I'm not even going to bother getting into. It's not worth sparing any more time on.